Okay, welcome everybody. We have a very, very special series of Animal Crossing videos coming up. We are collaborating with my two sisters. My sister Ghost, she is dressed as a Instagram model who's arriving to an event. And then there's my sister Strega, who's dressed up as who is arriving at an event. And then there's me, who's dressed like myself. Strega had the wonderful idea of putting together a fashion contest for all three of us. And she hosted it on her island. Now, unfortunately, I was not able to record the audio for this first installment of the fashion series, so we're just going to have to deal with commentary in the meantime, unfortunately. So, the rules are very simple for this competition that Strega has put together. Before we did this fashion show, Strega was very nice and put together a scavenger hunt for us. So I'm going to include some clips of this scavenger hunt because, my goodness, my sister is so talented when it comes to these custom designs. Like, look at this. Look at that fish. Look at those tacos. Look at those chip bags that she made. Like, how clever. Oh, there's a runway. So the rules for the fashion show are very simple. In order to submit our outfits, we have to use the Animal Crossing wands. And there are 8 slots altogether, so there are 8 different categories. Because Strega is hosting this season's fashion show, she set the 8 different categories. And you can change your hair and your face as well to go with an outfit, and accessories are encouraged as well. Custom designs are not necessary, but they are highly encouraged. So, for the spring of 2023 Fashion Week, these are the 8 categories. But I'm excited. This is my first collaboration with my sisters, and they're wonderful. There's a reason why I still hang out with them. This was just a great idea from Strega, and I'm really glad that she thought up with this. Okay, I guess so. Without further ado, we should probably get to the fashion show. So these are the 8 categories that we have for Spring 2023 fashion show. Our contestants are Strega, Beast, myself, and Ghost. Oh, and one more thing. We will be our own judges. First prize is the moon back there in the background. First up, we are going to be having Strega showing her Beach Bay outfit. And here's Strega's Beach Bay outfit, complete with ice cream cone, aviator glasses, and always those hilarious bikini t-shirts. Honestly, a very strong start to this to our fashion series. I gave that an 8.5, and Ghost gave that a 9. Like I said, a very strong start to it. Okay. After the words, it is, we went in order of age, starting with whoever's hosting, so next is me. Look at that, she even included a little makeup table back here. It's just, this is a good little runway that Strega has put together. So for my Beach Bay outfit, I have also included aviator glasses, a nice hibiscus flowery summer dress, something that I love to wear in the summer, and a nice little flower. Do I dress like this to the beach? No, but I wish I did. Strega gave me a 7, and Ghost gave me a 7 as well. And finally, it was Ghost's turn to show us her Beach Bay outfit. And here we have Ghost's Beach Bay outfit. Again, we have aviator glasses, a fedora for whatever reason, and some nice summer shorts. I do find it funny that all 3 of us decided to go with the aviator glasses look. So I gave Ghost a 7.5. but Strega gave her a 6.5, meaning so far we have Strega in first, Beast, myself in second, and Ghost in third. That was a very strong start to Fashion 23 for all three of us, but we move on to our next category, which is on-the-job realness or work realness. This one had a lot of flexibility, I felt, and I was pretty excited to see what Strega and Ghost chose for their job, and I was also really excited for them to see mine. For Strega's on-the-job realness, she chose crossing guard, and once again showing a fantastic accessory that she custom made herself, a stop sign. Honestly, she nailed it. Strega got a 9 from me, and she got an 8 from Ghost. For my on-the-job realness, I chose a diner wait staff member. I am tired at the end of a double 18-hour shift. I have sensible sneakers for my tired feet, and I got bubblegum because, you know, classic Flo always has bubblegum to chew on. Ghost gave me a 9, and Strega was very generous, and Strega was very generous and gave me a 9.5. No peeking. And Ghost came in with, gosh, what was she supposed to be again? Like a cafe worker? No. I don't remember to be totally honest, I don't remember what Ghost was supposed to be. I think she was supposed to be, yes, catering. Beast gave her an 8.5, and Strega also gave her an 8.5. Personally, I felt like it was a bit of a weaker submission. I felt like it wasn't completely obvious to me that it was supposed to be a catering work. Someone who works in catering. Partly because I also forgot about it. There's also a good chance I'm still getting it wrong, and I'm going to hear about it from Ghost. And with that, we move on to our next category, which is Rose family member number 1. All three sisters of us are big fans of Schitt's Creek, and so of course Strega had to choose for us to dress up as some of the members. And of course we're all going to dress up as David, but who's going to be our second member? So for Strega's first Rose family member, she decided to dress as Moira Rose. And of course Moira does have a few gothic dresses, which works out quite perfectly. I don't know the name of this wig, but it is just classic Moira, and the parasol is just perfect. Moira got an 8 from both myself and Ghost as well for that round. Next was my Rose family number 1 submission. Now, it was pretty obvious that all of us were going to be choosing David for a Rose family member, so I assume this is why Strega decided to have 2, so that we were forced to choose somebody else. But my first submission was going to be David. I decided to go with his fuzzy black and white striped sweater, of course the classic pleather skirt that David has, and his horrible fashionable white sunglasses. Both Ghost and Strega gave me a 10 for my David. For Ghost's first Rose family member, she went with Alexis Rose. A classic floral bohemian style dress that Alexis frequently sported, as well as a nice sun hat. Ghost got a 9 from me and a 9 from Strega as well. We were both very impressed with her Alexis. Now there's only one Rose family member left, so of course Strega and Ghost were going to choose David, but I was very excited to see their Davids. And it was also a question of which David we were all going to choose. So for Strega's David, she went with the lightning bolt sweater David that she custom designed herself. Again, very impressive. Again, black leather skirt and some what kind of look like loafers. And even better sunglasses than what I had before. Absolutely nailed the sunglasses, my opinion, as well as the eyebrows. Strega's David got a 9.5 from me and a 9.5 from Ghost as well. For my second Rose family member, I decided to go with Johnny Rose. mostly because I wanted to try to choose a Rose family member that was not going to be chosen by either Ghost or Strega. Not gonna lie, kind of hard to find Johnny. The pants was not so hard to find, but his top, couldn't find a proper business suit for him, but I did as best as I could. Strega gave my Johnny a 9, and Ghost gave my Johnny a 7, which means we are now going to see Ghost as David. Which means next on the roster is Ghost is David. That's really hard to say. Ghost, why did you choose that name? Ghost is David. The David that Ghost made for this fashion runway show is up next. And Ghost decided to go with season 2 premiere David, where he is runs away from the family, and when they find him, he's just wearing this black hoodie, dragon thing, sitting in a random person's farm. There wasn't a pitchfork, but you know, the shovel was close enough. Strega gave that David a 9. I went with an 8 myself. Mostly because I was hoping to see a bit more of a hood, but there's only so much you can do. And with that, we are about halfway through our categories, and it is still anybody's competition. Just a reminder for everybody that the first prize for Spring Fashion 2023, hosted on Strega's Island, is the moon in the background. So, what do you think so far? Do you agree with our scores? And whoever you're rooting for, do you think they'll be able to pull through in the end? Next up is Holiday, and quite honestly, both myself and Ghost were a little confused when Strega set this category because we weren't entirely sure what she meant by holiday. Or was it me who helped to come up with this category? Regardless, it's just any sort of holiday that comes up in the year that we're supposed to choose and become that holiday. Strega decided to go for Canada Day, which was coming up in a few weeks at the time. Also, everybody knows that us Canadians love us some plaid, and plaid flannel shirts, of course, so she's got that going on. And some red boots, because I guess red, you know, that's the color of our flag. And some sparklers. I ended up giving her Canada Day outfit a perfect 10, and Ghost gave it only an 8. But honestly, I thought she nailed it. The only thing that would have made this much better is if there was a moose or a beaver that she could somehow add to her outfit, but that's not possible. Next was my holiday entry, and I decided to go with, in theme of 2023, the Chinese New Year, which is the year of the rabbit. I am not particularly proud of this entry, but I just wanted to do something different. Oddly enough, though, Ghost gave it a 9, and Strega gave me a 9.5, which was far too generous of both of them. And Ghost decided to go for another February holiday, and that was Valentine's Day. I wasn't sure if she was trying to dress up like Cupid herself or just the essence of Valentine's Day. Either way, lots of pink, lots of hearts, and I assume, yes, some Cupid is in there because of the halo. Strega gave that Valentine's entry a 9.5, and honestly that made me reconsider my score originally, and I gave it an 8.5. Next up we had the fancy costume category, which honestly confused both me and Ghost to no end for whatever reason. We weren't exactly sure what was expected of us in terms of fancy costume, but Strega decided to come out strong with an Oktoberfest entry. However, I was very quick to point out that her hair was not quite Oktoberfest related, but I guess it fit the aesthetic overall. But she did save herself with some accessories. The pretzels were on point and honestly saved the outfit for me. In hindsight, I was wondering, is that a custom dress that she did? If so, I probably should have scored her higher. But she got an 8.5 from me and an 8 from Ghost. For my fancy costume, I decided to go with a clumsy witch. And if I'm being perfectly honest, This outfit was already part of my original wand outfits before Strega had this fashion show idea, so I just this was a gimme for me. Note to self, have better reactions lined up for the next fashion show. Strega gave me a 10, and Ghost gave me an 8. Ghost also decided to go the witch route, but decided to go for what I assume is Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. Ghost got an 8 from me and from Strega as well. So far, all of these entries for Spring 2023 Fashion Week have been very, very strong. I went all out with the face paints, but next time I gotta remember to include some accessories because that's what Strega has been doing. That is what Ghost has been doing. Also reactions. I need to include more reactions in my fashion entries. Alright, next up we have our family realness. So we had to dress up as closely as possible as a member of our family. Strega started off strong as our no-no. And honestly, yeah, dressing up like a little Italian man. She pulled it off with the tomato sauce. She got a 10 from Ghost and a 9.5 from me. She does in fact look like our no-no. And for my family entry, I decided to dress up as one of our brothers, Erdrick. Here I am sporting a tennis sweater, which is the exact same tennis sweater our brother wore during his first confirmation. I also included a blue baseball cap, which if I could, I would tuck my ears into it. And I included some freckles. Ghost gave me a 10, but Strega gave me an 8. And the reasoning was that our brother, who also plays Animal Crossing, has already pretty much worn this exact same outfit because he recognized that this was a quintessential outfit from his childhood, which, honestly, fair point. And Ghost decided to dress as me. However, she specified that she was dressing for me during my undergrad days, in that I had next to no fashion taste. So we have a graphic tee paired with, I believe it's supposed to be space pants. And the answer is yes, I do still own space pants. Ghost got a 9 from both myself and Strega. Though it was hurtful, it was an accurate outfit. And with that, we come to our final category. Honestly, it's still anybody's game because we are running close. And for the final custom design, Strega was coming in strong with this beautiful, beautiful textile ball gown. To be honest, I had high hopes for Strega because she is an absolute queen when it comes to custom designs. And to be honest, she paid off with that dress. Strega's custom design got a 9 from me and a 9 from Ghost as well. Next was my custom design, and I also decided to go for a dress, but I decided to attempt to go for an off-the-shoulder type of dress and did my darndest to try to match the skin tone of my avatar into the dress itself. I decided to go for this pink striped blueness. It was simple but effective, I thought. I got an 8 from Ghost and a 9 from Strega for my custom dress. Oh, sorry. I got an 8 from Ghost and an 8 from Strega as well for that custom dress. I don't blame them. It was a simple design. I could have gone a bit more difficult, but I decided not to. And I gotta say, for the very last entry, Ghost really knocked it out of the park in terms of both effort and execution. She told us that she took inspiration from 2020 and what the internet was all about during that time. I'm talking about a more positive aspect of 2020. And that was the strawberry dress. And yeah, look at that. She really nailed that strawberry dress. Not only did she design a strawberry dress, but she also designed a strawberry hat as well. Her strawberry dress got a perfect 10 from me. Oh, but then she threw out this strawberry umbrella, which if I could give her more points, I would, but I could not. Strega still only gave her a 9.5. And honestly, Ghost, you really nailed that custom design because you just went all out. Okay, so that was all of our entries for Spring Fashion Week, for Spring 2023 Fashion Week. And now to decide the winner, so we need to tally up all of our results. Drum roll, please. And the winner for Spring Fashion 2023, in third place, with 68.75 points, we have Ghost. In second place, with 69.75 points, is Beast. And in first place, 70.75 points, was Strega. Congratulations, Strega! So my question to you is, do you agree with the scores that we gave? Which outfit was your favorite? Which category was your favorite? Do you have any category suggestions for our next Fashion Week? Well, joke's on you. We already did it, recorded it, and it's coming out next week. So tune in next week for our Summer 2023 Fashion Week. So until next time, I am Beast, along with my sisters Strega and Ghost.